By Unicron, have mercy. Look at this thing. It's Arachnid. And it says, Welcome to Night Countess's Dark Forest. How cool is that, right? And I'm not sure if I ever told you guys, but man, I got a thing for like evil chicks, dude. Like Baroness, Evil Lynn, Blackarachnia, and Arachnid. Dude, I don't know, man. Love, love, love evil chicks. And considering the role that she played in the movie TF1, when I saw this become available on Show Z, I was like, dude, I have to get this. I have to get this. But as I fumble with the box, one thing I was going to say is she is incredibly light. When I received this, I thought there was nothing in here because the box is so light. And do I think that's kind of like a negative? It kind of is, but at the same time, I almost understand why they did that. And it's because they need to be able to support this gal on her crazy, 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 spindly spider legs. Crazy balls, right? Nuts, nuts. And I think that's why they made her so light. I mean, in addition to trying to save some money, because these really thin six of these legs have to hold her up. And as you can see, they're kind of, they're a bit bendy. They're not the strongest of plastics. I mean, by no means is it the cheapest, but considering this has to hold up that entire body, I can understand why they're like, hey, let's go light on the plastic. And I'm not familiar with Prime, but I did a little bit of research, and it looks like this is a new model. Meaning, like, I know there's the toy from TF Prime for Arachnid, but if they base this off of her, they made some huge, huge, huge changes, and it doesn't look like the base character at all. And so I'm not even calling this a KO. I'm just calling this like a new toy. This comes packaged like this, and it looks like a sword, but her hand, you can't equip anything like that, and so that's cool. I mean, this is just going to plug in back here when she goes into her heli mode, but we'll look at that later. You look at her, dude. She's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, and I love her little horns over here. You know who she looks like? She looks like Maleficent from Disney, from is it Snow White or Sleeping Beauty? You know what I'm talking about, right? The one that Angelina Jolie played. Yeah, dude, loving the little spears over there. Overall, the design of the bot, she's very, very sleek. There is a lot of hollowness, though. I will tell you that. Like over here, if you look at the back, she got nothing. She got nothing. It's just hollow. And then this bit is kind of like chilling in here. But if you start kind of like removing this stuff, yeah, it's just all crazy hollowness. But as I mentioned earlier, that will really help out when these support the bot. And honestly, they just plug in right here. So it's one 3mm post that plugs in, and that's going to hold her up. And so she has to be a bit light. But yeah, the what is it? You can't equip anything in her hands, and her thumb is just kind of against the side of the hand. But I don't know. It's not that distasteful to me because the way she looks, she's very, very sleek. And I do think this fits that motif fine. She does have a double elbow, and it's largely for transformation, but that's not to say that you can't use it for cool expressions like, "Oh my, is that Jeff Goldblum?" and and she has these kind of skirt things that remind me of the one RC KO. You know, it's not even a KO actually; it's a unique figure called like Big Bird or something like that. But this kind of reminds me of that. Yeah, and then you can see the plastic quality, right? You know, I'm talking about the luster that you see when light when light reflects off of it. It's not the best plastic. It's not the worst plastic. But I would say it's probably fine for what it is. The transformation and stuff is just really really easy. The legs just kind of come untabbed. Um, there you go, and they all kind of like hide back over here. And that's both for the heli mode and for the what is it? The hunter mode. In the hunter mode, meaning like she's quasi transformed into the heli mode with her legs all back there, but then she has the spider legs hanging off the sides, and we'll display that as well. We'll transform her into hunter mode, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I mean like decent range of motion, swivels and bends and stuff. And this is kind of like the heel spur, but these are also the little tail fins, and so. But yeah, it gives her heels. That's kind of cool. Kind of cool. Overall, a very very nice figure, and I like the colors a lot. One moment, please. Sorry, I had a super yucky burp right now. I just had lunch. I'm on my lunch break at the moment, and so okay. I moved some of that stuff away, as you can see. So let's convert her into her hunter mode first. And her hunter mode basically is human on top, spider on bottom. And what we're going to do is we're going to untab the back of her calves from her shin. And then we're going to start, well, you know what? We can just kind of tab these things together. Hello. Hello. I don't know why it's so difficult for me to tab these in together. But yeah, these will just kind of bend up. They won't tab in securely. They won't. Yeah, it won't tab in securely anywhere. You're just kind of folding it up into this kind of metapod looking banana like thing. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is what I saw. I mean, I had to look at some online instructions for that. And then largely in like PvP, Prime vs. Prime puts her in some really cool poses. Like I think there was one pose where he had her like she was kind of like thinking. And then he had the spider legs draped on the side. I was like, that's neat. And now I'm forgetting whether they were here or here. I want to say they're up here. Yeah, let's just say they're up here. And I've plugged the legs in once, but be mindful, you know, when you're plugging these things in, put pressure in the right place so that, you know, you're not damaging your toy. Spin and twist when necessary, and don't just like jam stuff in there. But yeah, I'm trying to get the leg situated right now so that she can kind of stand. You see what I'm doing, right? It's, yeah, she's in her like half spider, half humanoid mode, and she can totally stand using the spider legs. It's just that you gotta space them apart a little bit. Please do it, please do it, please do it, please do it. Yay, kind of. It's like, please work, please work, please work. Everyone's watching, please work, please work. Well, anyway. Anyway, this is what it's supposed to look like. And I think it's good. I think it's good. It won't stand for long periods of time because, like I said, these won't support like a ton of weight for a long period. But if you can get them situated just right and have her in the right pose, yeah, you can have her suspended. Like, that's not an issue, you know. That's all fine. But it's just that she may not be doing it for a long period of time. I think it's the coolest looking mode, but perhaps not practical for like long-term posing. And you know, that's not bad though. It looks really cool visually. It just looks very, very nice. And so kudos that they have this mode in there, right? Then now we're going to remove these tires, or not tires, sorry, legs. I was thinking of something else right now. I was thinking of the motorcycle. There was a Blackarachnia a while back, but done by a third party, and she turned into like this motorcycle spider thing. I remember being very cool, and I was just thinking about that, and that's why I said tires. So, okay, I put all that stuff to the side, and so we have Homegirl over here, right? And so, yeah, it's going to transform pretty similarly, if I recall. So let's see. Let's start with the hands, because that's what I remember first. So we're going to get the hands to, you're trying to get this to line up with this, right? So we're going to get that in there. And we're going to get that in there, right? What we're going to do is we're going to open this up. Then we are going to twist this. And please, I hope I'm doing this right. And also, Yeah. I think that's right. We're twisting that. And we're going to unfurl and uncurl and unfold that bit. And then we are going to fold her head into the stomach, or is it her chest? It might be her chest. Yeah. Yeah, it's her chest. And then we're going to rotate these around. And they may pop off. They have a tendency of doing that. I'm holding my breath in the whole time. I'm like, and then there's a tab up here and there's a tab back here, and you'll secure it basically by doing that. Right, tab back there, then tab up at the front. Okay. All right, so far so good. And then I believe we're just kind of closing up everything over here. And then that, see there's that like recessed lip. It's going to go underneath there. And then it's going to come back and it's going to plug into the leg. Yeah, so I guess the leg, you don't really transform like we were doing earlier for the hunter mode. Or at least I don't think so. And then you're just tabbing that in, which looks a little bit weird to me. Oh, yeah, you know what? I did mess up something. I'm glad I caught it too. Okay, so there's a little slot right there. You see that? That's going to tab in right here at the top. Yeah, there we go. That's going to hold that in place. There we go, Johnny. Then we do that, get that under the lip, and everything should now, yes, tab in place properly. Yes. Come on. You did it yesterday. Okay, cool. And then get this part together as well. Really cool toy, by the way. Just really, really nice toy. It's just the materials are just a little bit thinner than I'd like. And these are cool because they actually have little notches down over here, and there's like a tab and slot that will allow you to secure these things in place. And that's very nice. Then we just plug that in. Whoa, I hit my camera. Neat, right? And that's her. That's her. It's a good toy. It's a good toy. And yeah, like I said, I'm a big fan of Evil Chick robots. And so I'm very happy that I picked her up. Are there areas where it could be improved? Yeah, plastic quality could probably be improved a little bit. She could be a little bit heavier. These could probably use a little bit more reinforcement in the event that if you really, really wanted them to be like regularly used and not, and you don't want to be concerned about breakage, and you want them to be able to hold this up, because there's still a little like bounce and give in this. I would have reinforced them, but otherwise it's a pretty good toy. And if they had done everything perfectly, and a perfect 10 on this and a perfect score on this would have been a 10. This in its current state, I give a 7.5 or an 8. The aesthetics are good. She's very pretty. I like the way it looks. I love the colors. I love the deco. I like the engineering and stuff. Just wish the parts were a little bit better. 7.5 to 8 is what I give this toy. Yeah. Anyway, talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.